After spending a couple of days alone in the mountains, I was back in Marina Tazacorte alone.
So after a fun-filled few days up in the mountains, completely alone basically, which felt good. No food, no alcohol, nothing for 48 hours except pure water from the springs of this incredible volcanic island and some sun and a wipeout. Now I'm going down to a place that's filled with people. It's called Fiestas del Aguas. And apparently it's some fiesta where people dance and get sprayed by water jets. To me, it sounds like a giant wet t-shirt contest. So after being completely alone, I'm gonna go hang out with a bunch of people, including my Colombian friends. I'm supposed to meet them there, Javier and Tita. So this could be pretty good video material. I'm going with the slow-mo GoPro and gonna check it out. I have to anchor and we'll see what it's like. I had a look yesterday. It seems okay, but it's pretty deep.
I checked out the anchorage the day before to be on the safe side, and
that's my neighbor Arturo. He's a doctor at the emergency room at the hospital in Los Llanos. And my neighbor right next door, he's from Alicante. He's really cool. Plus he's a YouTube fan and subscriber, funny enough. Anyway, they're gonna go check out Puerto Naos like I did and see about this party tomorrow. So, hola! So, here we go, Galopin sailing. He's happy, I'm happy. Let's go to Fiesta del Aguas in Puerto Naos, Isla de la Palma, la Isla Bonita.
I was glad I had a look the day before. The spot is okay to anchor, but not great because it gets deep quickly. As well, it's pretty exposed to swell. But for an afternoon, it'll do. The Guardia Civil was on the lookout, keeping things safe, I guess. I've had 4 encounters with them to check papers and passport, always polite and pro and keeping the waters around Spain safe. The bomberos or firemen were actively there in case anyone needed assistance, and to keep boats at a safe distance from the beach and swimmers. After a couple hours afloat to make sure Galopin wouldn't drift away, I went ashore to discover the ambiance on land. I decided to swim with a floating toy rather than inflate the dinghy and row. It was warm and the water cool and only about 200 meters away. After drying up from my swim, I quickly got wet again. La Palma is blessed with fresh spring water, lots of it. And, it must flow. I got in touch with my friends from the boat, but in the crowd, it took me a little while to find them. Then, there they were, Javi and Tita, los colombianos, and of course, Greta, la cubana. And they were not alone. They're always surrounded by friends. So they introduced me to them, all of them. Some I knew, some were new. This is when the GoPro's head on slow motion setting comes in handy, don't you think? Okay, let's keep the music going and let's dance.
bachata, mambo, cumbia, y salsa. Hey chica, you know what we need. Hey chica, dame tu cola.
I'll save YouTube censors some of their valuable reviewing time. This is not suited for all audiences, okay? So those of you viewers with children, find some cartoons. And those of you who find this public spectacle of wet fun and lewd behavior degrading, even though consensual and lighthearted, switch channels. There's plenty of other crap out there. I also got an introduction to their Spirit, a Colombian specialty. It's a strong licorice-based liquor that you enjoy straight up, or down in this case. And this is when I shut my pie hole, let the music and video tell the story. Enjoy. All I can say is muchísimo gracias to Javier, who's taken me into his crew. As a Swiss white guy, to be accepted by the wonderful, fun-loving people from Colombia, it's profoundly touching.
I'm I'm going back to the boat. The sun has set. What a wild party, man. So here we go. Got to swim back to the boat.
My faithful friend Galopin was waiting for me. I had to get back to him before nightfall. A few days later, celebrations continued. More traditional and Canarian. Every year, the fishermen pay respect to the Virgen de Carmen, who oversees the mighty ocean. They gather on their boats in the marina and parade out in front of the pueblo to pray for good fishing and safe return to port. And on land, a typical band plays traditional Canarian song. If you speak Spanish, you'll hear the lyrics praising the islands of the archipelago. Now I must prepare for the Love Festival. That's coming soon.